Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another Blood Bag review, and today we're starting our trek towards Halloween Ends by looking at the original Halloween, released in 1978, directed by John Carpenter, and this was a little movie that killed at the box office with a budget of only $300,000. And well, there's a reason why this movie is, well, iconic and referenced a lot. First off, the iconic Michael Myers, who we will talk a bit more about as these reviews on the whole franchise go on. But, like, this series is just, it's led to so much merchandise, fans, this being one of the longest running horror series of all time, to there being currently, as of filming, 12 installments, with the 13th coming out October of this year. And the only other franchises that could match this are Friday the 13th and maybe Saw in terms of length, and I guess Amityville. Seriously, why does that series have so many sequels? The original was fine, and the original for 79 and the remake from 05, like that's enough for Amityville. Why? Anyway, we're getting off topic. Halloween. This movie, going into a little plot summary, this movie is about a boy named Michael Myers who on Halloween night 1963 murders his older sister in seemingly just random cold blood. He's sent to a psych ward, and 15 years later, he escapes on Halloween night 1978 to kill again. And he just so happens to run into a group of babysitters, with the main one, Laurie Strode, played by the excellent Jamie Lee Curtis, who, she carries a lot of this movie. Granted, I believe she was a bit of a nobody before this film came out. But her mom was pretty well known because her mom was in Psycho with the Hitchcock film, which I believe that film needs no introduction. But Curtis herself, I don't think was into many things before Halloween, and this movie just jump-started her career to where she's in a lot now. So obviously, as the film continues, Michael starts hacking, and, well, he only kills not hacking, stabbing, because he uses a kitchen knife. And even then, this movie's not that brutal. This movie only has a body count of 5. But now and obviously, why am I so squandered? Anyway, I know I'm bad at making these, and throughout it all, Michael's psychiatrist, Dr. Sam Loomis, is going around the town of Haddonfield, Illinois, trying to find Michael and, well, put a bullet in his head. Yeah, Sam Loomis is not a great doctor. Although, he's played by damn it, stuttering. No stuttering. But the late Donald Pleasance plays him with so much energy that it's kind of hard not to like him. Now, let's go into what works and doesn't work about the original Halloween. First off, the film has a great suspense. Because this, unlike Friday the 13th, which would come out 2 years later, Halloween doesn't really rely on the kills and gore to make it scary, like Friday does. Halloween relies more on the suspense and paranoia of wondering where Michael is. Granted, this idea would be changed a lot throughout the franchise, as we'll see, but this first movie keeps it mainly just having Michael as a stalker, not really a killer. Yes, he is a killer, but he does a lot of stalking. In fact, one of his powers in when he was brought to Dead by Daylight is to stalk, which means he turns invisible while walking after his victims. And honestly, that whole style works great for this movie. Because again, this first film is not focused on the kills. It's focused on the fear that Michael does simply just in his presence. And there's a lot of iconic shots of him just staring at his victims in this movie. Like, you have the iconic shot of Laurie looking out the window of where she is, she sees Michael just standing there, not doing anything, just standing and staring back at her. And when she looks away, he then moves. And it's one of the most iconic shots in the whole franchise. And just that alone shows that this movie is terrifying. And it's one of the few slashers, in my opinion, that actually is scary. Most slashers usually just rely on the cool kills and cool visuals. But Halloween, at least the original, like I said, this formula changes a lot. At least this movie feels legitimately terrifying. And I'm just going to say this now. Out of the 4 slasher titans, which is Michael, Jason, Freddy, and Leatherface, Michael probably has the best first movie. Just going to say that now. I had nothing wrong with the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, or Nightmare on Elm Street. I just think Halloween is the best made. It just has the best first film out of those. Although its sequels are diminishing in return. We'll see, as you'll see. But now, and just another thing that I think really works in this movie's favor is that the music. Obviously, we all have heard the iconic John Carpenter opening theme, and it's played throughout this whole movie and series, and it's great, and it works to this movie's advantage well. The music definitely elevates a lot of the sequences. Even in the lesser installments, it does do that. So the music, A tier. Actually, no, fuck it, S tier. Then you have the acting. Very good. It's not perfect, but it's very good. Like I said, Jamie Lee Curtis, this is being one of her proper first roles, and the role that got her a lot of other things. She does great. And like I said, the late Donald Pleasance is great as Sam Loomis, and all the other actors, while they're not like great, they're still giving it their all, and they at least make you buy into this small town. So while not perfect, the acting is still good and believable. Next, let's move on to probably another thing that's so scary about this movie is simplicity. Now, a lot of horror films have complicatedness to them, especially when they're supernatural. I have nothing against supernatural horror films. Some of my all-time favorites are supernatural, like The Evil Dead, which I'm definitely doing a review on soon, but genuinely, when the more complicated it gets, the more, I guess, confused and not really scared I am, because I'm more focused on trying to figure something out, and that might just be on me. But with slashers, this one at least, its simplicity helps. And that also goes into Michael's design. All Michael's design is just a blue jumpsuit and a spray-painted Shatner mask. That's all it is. And yet it's so and yet it's so scary. And it's lasted over 40 years in just icon. There's a reason why people get scared by something like this. It's also kind of why some people get scared by Ghostface. It's kind of just the era of simplicity in certain masks. Hell, that's probably also why some masks become so iconic. It could be the same thing for Jason and his hockey mask. It's just the simplicity is what makes it so creepy. And that kind of just goes for the entirety of this movie. The simplicity makes it more terrifying, in my opinion. Now, is there anything in this movie that doesn't work? No, I can't really think of anything in Halloween that doesn't work. So, putting Halloween into the old blood bag here, giving it, like with The Thing, a 100%. Now, don't get used to that with this franchise. This might be the only movie within 100% in this franchise, so don't get used to that number. Another thing is, I realized you can't see the shirt in frame, but I am wearing a Halloween shirt. You can't see it in frame, so what's the point of wearing themed shirts? I'll try to maybe maybe get it where you can see the shirt in frame, because I want to do theme shirts. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you enjoyed my content. And there's a lot more Michael Myers to digest, because we're going through all the rest of his movies. So I hope you all enjoy this long ass franchise, because we're gonna be here for a while. Anyway, take care.